Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want a carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run here with Ballage. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bears at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They run it with Balaj, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw, Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now it's Fields. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Santos for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This will be caught once again by Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Balaj. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second down and 8. To throw is Fields. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. Pass complete to his running back, Kalen Balaj. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards for number 11. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st down, Fields. Left side, got Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields throwing again. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Rolling to his right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fields. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Balaj. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Balaj. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They snap it to Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And finds his receiver, Watson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, now Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kalen Balaj, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Davis.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Fields on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, it's Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Kari Blasingame from 6 yards away. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.